Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we fought our way out of the Rachni-infested world of Atuku, and we got the support of the Rachni Queen along with it. This episode, we are going to be starting off on Tuchanka, but not right away. We have some people to talk to first, and then we have some other things to do as well around the galaxy before we start.
Turians will hold. Pound for pound. They're the best fighting force in the galaxy.
Pound for pound is irrelevant, given the significantly higher mass of Reaper forces overall.
That's why we're bringing in the Krogan. How's Grunt? Our little tank baby's all grown up, huh?
Apparently he'll be on his feet and killing again in no time.
Well, you learn from the best, Commander. Every time he incinerates someone with a shotgun and does that little laugh, he'll think of you. Edie says it was Rachni down there?
Yeah.
I thought they were on our side after you saved the Queen on Noveria.
It wasn't her fault. She got captured. She's with us now.
Until the next time the Reapers sing a sour yellow note of whatever.
Next, Specialist Trainer.
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we might have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
Good lord. Next up, Liara.
Have we found any new engineers for the Crucible glyph?
5 ex-Sonax Industries scientists who attempted to reverse engineer Prothean technology stolen from planet Garvuk. They are technically still wanted by the Council for hiding Prothean technology. As well, Sonax's part in instigating an illegal war on Garvuk.
I'm sure the Council will forgive that for helping with the Crucible. Extend those scientists amnesty and an invitation.
Right away.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Next, in a slightly unusual position, is Garrus. I don't mean that physically. He's just not... Well, I mean, yes, but I mean, it's not like he's got his hand up his... Anyway, through here is Garrus. Nope, that was a lie. He's on the other observation deck.
Wasn't the first time we've faced Rachni.
Really? You've seen them before?
A few years back, on Noveria, Saren and his minions were trying to extract information from the Rachni Queen.
You saw the Queen?
Hell, we spoke to her.
You spoke? I can't imagine that. The things you've done, sir, they're amazing.
Well, it didn't seem that way at the time. Mostly, you're just clawing your way out of one mess and into another, hoping your ass comes along for the ride. Just one word, Shepard. Grunt. There'll be a lot more dead Reapers now. Siding with the giant spiders again, huh, Shepard? Let's hope this finally pays off. Most people have never even seen Rachni. The Normandy, we're a regular safari tour. If I never see another spider again, I'll die a contented Turian. Unless they have spiders in the afterlife. Damn.
Next up, downstairs again, to the engineers.
So I hear the elusive man drinks bourbon. It all makes sense now.
What do you mean? You love whiskey.
Scotch, my dear girl. That scunner drinks American bourbon. Completely different.
He's a psychotic megalomaniac, and you've got problems with his choice of liquor?
You've obviously never experienced the peat aroma of a fine Ely Scotch.
And if you wanted something to confirm that that voice actor isn't actually Scottish, there you have it, the pronunciation there. Isla, not Ely. Ugh. Anyway, through here.
That must get your mouth watering.
Can't do a story. That's as classified as it gets.
I suppose it would cause a panic, but wouldn't the news drive up recruiting?
It might also piss off a Krogan with diplomatic immunity. No thanks.
Next up, Javik.
There was no such thing as trusting the Rachni in our cycle. They were animals.
You know about them?
In our cycle, we use them as weapons. Biological. When Rachni proved the universe favors the strong, our cycle tried to exterminate them, then yours, and they still survived. I would prefer to be alone.
Well, his audio bollocksed up for whatever reason there. Hopefully you got most of the gist of it from the subtitles. Finally, let's go downstairs and speak to Cortez.
Hey, Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah. There's that, too.
While we're down here, I actually want to use the weapon upgrades thing to upgrade some of my favourites. So, bringing the Faceton up to... You know what? Let's go a bit mad. Will we bring it all the way up to 5? Is that absurd? Well, okay, you know what? First, actually, we'll bring the Raptor up as well. And we'll see how much money we've got after making these upgrades. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go for Raptor 5 and Faceton 5. I use these a lot. They are worthwhile. And that is actually the highest level you can get any weapon to is number 5. So there you have it. Which is pretty cool. Finally, we're going to talk to James a couple of times.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Parts of Tuchanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything. Rachni? Of all the things that... It's like you got the opposite of a horseshoe up your ass. Grunt is crazier than you, and that's saying something. Hey.
Clearly you can show how regularly we talk to James from all the shit that had built up to say there. Anyway, what we want to do now is actually head to the map, and we've got another system to visit, which we unlocked after Sokesh. One final one. So this down here is the Gemini Sigma system. There's actually no real missions that lead here at the moment. In the systems we have access to, so we've got... Oh, bloody hell, that's loud. In the systems we've got access to, there's two systems, and none of them have any missions involved. But let's scan a couple of things around here. The planet Mavigon. I think we had some missions on here in Mass Effect 1. It certainly sounds familiar as a name. Mavigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonium and throws in methane. The surface is frozen. Read that. I always read multiple lines at the same time in these Mass Effect ones. I don't know why. And mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. And we have... Oh, what the... There we go. I think it's just money on this one anyway. There we go. 10 grand. I'm going to say no to that. Especially when I've just spooged a load on what they called? On... Oh, I like this. Well, I suppose that's why they call it a Gemini system, isn't it? Well, Gemini Sigma. But yeah, spooged a load on weapons. But yeah, there's some vague scanning to do here as well in the main system. So, this planet up here, is this one? Nope. Is it this one? Yes. Let's scan there.
Signal confirmed.
So this is Parag, which we all may also had a mission on in Mass Effect 1. These names all sound very familiar. Parag is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 astronomical units from Ming, its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of silver. God, that sentence was a fucking nightmare. Due to radiation and heat, landing on Parag's sunward side with anything other than warship-grade shielding will likely be fatal. Parag rotates and retrograde to the rest of the Ming system, indicating it is likely a captured body, which is mildly cool. Also doing the thing where it points me over the top again. Yep. Where's it gone? There we go. Let's have a probe in there. The old probity probe. So that gets us an asset. An entire Alliance cruiser apparently was sitting there, which is nice. here. We also need somewhere around here, isn't it? There we go, yeah, there's some fuel there. So let's juice up from that, because it's quite... Oh, no! It's a surprisingly long distance across here. And you'll notice, actually, there is another asset to recover back in the initial thing, which is there's fuel in here again, but obviously I didn't want to get that when I was on full fuel. I'm trying to be a little bit more efficient with that. Save myself a couple of credits in the long run, you know. Because here it's somewhere around here-ish. Yeah, nailed it. Here's another little bit of fuel for the tank. Is that me back up to 100? Oh, perfect. No expense... No, every expense spared. I'm like the opposite of John... whatever it's called, Hammond. Next up, it's what we've been waiting to do for quite some time. 3 games, in fact, we have been building up to this moment. We are going to land on... Oh, God, why are they so loud? We are going to land on Tuchanka, and we are going to cure the genophage. Let's roll. So, I have talked about this before, but Tuchanka is a big moment in this game. I roughly think this game is being split into 3 acts. Tuchanka is the end of Act 1. And partly because of what happens here, and partly because of what happens immediately after this, a lot of stuff essentially becomes unavailable after this point. So, the following missions will disappear if you have not done them before starting Priority Tuchanka. They will either disappear or be rendered uncompletable. Benning, Evidence, Grissom Academy, Emergency Evacuation, Ismar Frontier, Prototype Components, and the following Citadel missions: Alien Medigel Formula, Barlavon, Bioticamp Interfaces, Hanar Diplomat, and Improved Power Grid. We have done all of them, don't worry. There's also the following conversations that you have on the Citadel with various people, which will disappear as well, because those people move, or you have no longer access to those same areas. So these are the conversations with Thane, with Dr. Chakwas and getting her onto the ship, with James, with Matriarch Atheta, Liara's father, with Joker and Edie, and with Garrus. If you haven't done any of that content, do it before this mission, or it'll go forever. Now, time to land on Tuchanka and finish this once and for all.
Full stop. Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight. They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing Cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even a doubt? Let's move, Pyjack. It's time to cure the genophage.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatras.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Dalatras?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done. Morden will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Urdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
So we're going to take Camouflage Garrus and Black and Gold Javik with us on this one. And I am, of course, going to switch up all of this and take my favourite loadout of the Faceton and the Raptor. So, powers-wise, I can't actually afford any upgrades on myself, though I'm damn close to a level up, so I actually need to make sure I can do that soon. Garrus, also nothing to afford. And, ooh, you at least we can afford. I can get piercing or damage. I think pierce would be useful, actually. Yeah, that damage to armors and barriers of dark channels real nice. Cool, let's go for that, and let's land on Tuchanka.
I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Krogan history filled with defining moments. Most bloody. Hope this one better.
Commander, you seem troubled.
So here, of course, you have a choice of whether to reveal our conversation with the Dalatrass or not.
I got a message from them.
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, keep them away from the females. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
So we really go straight into it here. Let's grab some warp ammo on the Faceton, and let's Faceton our way through people. Ooh, the update goo. The updated Faceton is real powerful. I think I'm at max ammo capacity on this. I possibly should have used a weapons bench to not have the magazine upgrade in it, because I suppose I'll do a little bit anyway, because the upgraded version has better magazine capacity anyway, and just, yeah, I guess I was maxed out on that. But no harm in being too maxed out. God, this thing actually just rinses through them, doesn't it? Oh, hello. Oh, that was bad. Oh, there's dudes coming up the walls there. Okay, let's swap over to the Raptor quickly and do some... Oh, that concentration mod is really nice as well for just buying a moment. Oh, you slippery bastard! There we go. Ooh. And I think we're basically done here. Oh, that was bad. There we go. And there's the level up I was looking for. So, that means with me, I can go for... Ooh, top level of warp ammo or top level tactical cloak? That increased sniper damage while cloaked is real nice. What are the warp options at the top? Health, armor, and barrier damage, that's good. And, oh, I'm going to go for the ammo power, actually, to be honest, for now. Just because I'm aware of what enemies we've got to fight in this mission as well. Garrus, Turian Rebel, I think. Or better armor, piercing ammo. I'll go for Turian Rebel. So we'll bring him up to... I think health and shield will be nice. And Javik, nothing for you. Wonderful.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Vitals are strong.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Erdnot Reeve, brood brother to our illustrious leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan. We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
There's no time for this. Whatever grudge you have against Solarians ends right now.
As long as it involves a bullet in his head, Time for some payback. Stand down, Reeve. The Solarian is with me.
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I don't want to regret curing the genophage. Do you want this or not?
I do. What about the rest of you?
Copy that, Artemech. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
Reeve isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of genophage. Expansion plan, problematic.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tuchanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference?
No, we destroyed Tuchanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Rex.
What? With the genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
Another chance to make this decision if you have just... Good one. If you changed what you decided.
The Dalitras tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
Correctly. Would likely have fooled tests. But familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I told you we could count on her. Why are we stopping?
Rex, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
So, we need to speak to that scout and find out what's happened. Also, yeah, Reaper Destroyer there, which is pretty creepy. I also wanted to point out at this point that, well, first off, we've got various things to gather on the floor here, which I will gather while I'm talking. Erdnot Reeve, that other bloke that we're hearing, the other Krogan that we hear kicking around, he's the one, if for any reason Erdnot Rex has not made it this far, usually that he's dead in Mass Effect 1, it's Reeve that ends up leading kind of not instead. And as you can see, he's a bit of a hothead. He's much harder to deal with and makes a lot of what we're doing at the moment much harder. Rex is just better in every single way. I will talk at the end of this mission about the many, many complicated paths through it. But for now, I think we're going to hold the episode there. By the way, I picked up a load of shit off the floor, including a Growl Spike Thrower, which is a type of very heavy shotgun, which I'm not going to use because I really like this current loadout that I have, quite frankly. So, yes, we've come here to Tuchanka to cure the genophage at the Shroud. And next episode, we are going to be doing exactly that. Thank you very much, and good day.